Hi everyone, Renee here. I thought I'd start the new year with some newness, at least newness to me. In this video, I'm going to share with you a few Korean skincare items that I think are definitely worth looking at in 2025. Usually anything that I discover end of October to the end of year, they won't make the end of year cut, even if they are really, really good. Because I just feel like it's still new. We don't know each other yet properly. These are formulas that I think are worth checking out. Everything can be found on Stelvana, who I partnered with for this video. Stelvana has just one of the largest collections of Asian beauty options online at some of the most affordable prices. Of course, all the picks are my own personal ones, and I have a coupon code for you. You can get up to 25% off. All the details are in the description box. I've talked quite a bit about how 2024 saw a masking renaissance for me. Recently, I've been really enjoying these ones from Round Lab. They're Camellia Deep Collagen Firming Gel Mask. So this is very much following the trend of the hydrogel low molecular weight collagen masks. I've talked a lot about my favorites that you wear overnight. It's pretty much the same thing, except it's turbocharged in the way that you don't need to use this for over 3 hours to overnight for it to effectively work. You only need to use this for about 30 minutes. This has an auto-bio melting effect technology in it, which really responds to your skin temperature to ensure the fastest, most effective absorption of ingredients. You apply this on cleanly washed skin. You can also use a hydrating toner or a hydrating serum, and then you put this on. This mask has one of my favorite fits. It stays well clear of the hairline, and even the jaw leaves a little bit of a perimeter around my face, which to me is just perfect. This starts off as quite a dense hydrogel sheet, but after about 20-30 minutes, you really feel the whole thing has thinned out and the serum has just transferred. You can feel that this is ready to come off. And when you peel it off, your skin is so smooth. It looks poreless and everything actually feels tighter and firmer. So the key ingredient here is their own trademark complex, which amongst other things combines camellia, which is super antioxidant rich and great for well aging, and of course their low molecular weight collagen. The pink color comes from the vitamin B12, which really calms the skin. This is good for sensitive skin. I also love the fact that this contains gram-active retinoids as well. In fact, all the ingredients in here are just really geared towards well aging. It's been a long time since I've been excited about a new clay or pore mask. They're not something I use as often as other treatments, but they are so very necessary. I was immediately attracted to this. From Skin 1004, their Madagascar Centella Poremizing Quick Clay Stick Mask. What I want to talk about though is the user experience of this, which is what I find to be quite exceptional. This applies so beautifully, so elegantly. I just don't see the point of ever using my fingers to spread a clay mask ever again. It's got the smoothest, silkiest glide on the skin, but also it's creamy enough to just be a completely effortless application. There's no pulling or dragging on your skin as you use this, and it dispenses just the right amount. A nice thin layer that covers everything, gets in the pores, everything. I tend to use this on my T-zone, but definitely focused around these areas where I have the most congestion and where my pores are the largest. It's gentle enough where if you do tend to have oilier and more congested skin, then you could use this all over, obviously avoiding the eye area. This dries down fast and beautifully, and just to complete the good experience, this washes off so easily. Usually with clay masks, I always have to use a facial sponge just to get rid of those super sticky clumps that won't come off. This rinses off effortlessly with water, but then also you can already feel how smooth your skin feels. This decongests in really such a gentle way. This has 5 different types of clay, but mainly it has 18% kaolin. This natural pink color actually comes from red bean powder to just soak up any excess oils and further just tighten the appearance of the pores. And of course, this has the brand's signature Madagascar Centella Asiatica and really other calming ingredients for the skin. What's up with all my K-beauty being pink at the moment? There are also some brands that are new to me that I've been really interested in exploring, which honestly nowadays that's kind of a rare thing. One of them is APLB. Just upon looking at the aesthetic of it, it definitely has that very almost sterile, clinical very serious skincare look about it. But it's actually the body care that I was the most curious about and drawn to first. They're glutathione niacinamide body lotion. So they're actually quite a few different lines, and they really are all about the different ingredient pairings, like key ingredient pairings to target specific needs. I think glutathione and niacinamide is a great combination because, you've got niacinamide and you also have one of the most powerful antioxidants, which is great for well aging. I will pick a pump over a tube any day of the week. This has been really treating my skin in such an uninvasive and comfortable way. This formula actually has some special absorption technology in it, which allows for a creamy and moisturizing formula to distribute on the skin evenly and allow for the most effective absorption of ingredients without any stickiness at all. I mean, it's creamy, but it absorbs and dries down so fast. So it really is minimal effort to apply. It is moisturizing enough for me. I mean, my skin feels like it can breathe. In fact, this feels like it just does not congest at all. This is the kind of body moisturizer that would work year round. It even gives my skin like a really nice glow, which during this time of year is usually inconceivable. This contains 12% of their own trademark complex, the lipoglutamine. It's a concentrated combination of glutathione, niacinamide, as well as Centella asiatica, and all its derivatives. And alongside beta-glucan, this is so super calming. A microfluidizer technology was used specifically on the glutathione as well, so that the particles could more easily absorb into the skin, which is all good. That is very well aging. There's also lipophilic technology in the niacinamide to help it absorb better and work better. I need to give a quick mention to the sheet mask from the same line, APLB's glutathione niacinamide sheet mask. So this is the kind of sheet mask that I have completely abandoned, but this is so worth a mention because it is bang for your literal buck. This is such a legitimate and intense treatment for like way under $1. I mean, I'm a bit spoiled by my hydrogels, so this has definitely got that finicky aspect when you're applying it, but the material of this mask is so soft and its ability to hold such a vast amount of serum is quite astounding. Afterwards, my skin feels so hydrated, so plumped out, so calmed down, and even looks bright. This doesn't give the same ironed out smoothness that I get from a hydrogel, but it is quite an incomparable, intense, plumping and hydrated glow. This kind of takes that whole calming, soothing, feel-good impact to the next level for me. Another new brand that I'm trying out, but mainly because I'm very curious about their retinaldehyde formulas, but also what further piqued my interest is that they seem to use a lot of TCM ingredients, which I love. From KSECRET, I'm going to first talk about their SEOUL 1988 eye cream with 4% retinal, liposome, and fermented bean. So you know how much I love the Revive Eye Serum from Beauty of Chosun. So naturally, I was really curious about this, but also because this is double in strength. So instead of a 2% liposome, this has a 4% liposome, which means this has 0.04% retinaldehyde. For someone who is already experiencing the signs of aging, this is really a decent strength. So while this is great for beginners, if you do feel like you want to upgrade in retinaldehyde strength to something just a bit more powerful, but still gentle around this area, then this would be a great option. The textures are really similar. They're both very elegant, silky, sort of like a creamy-ish gel. There's the telltale yellow retinaldehyde color. But in my experience, the color doesn't stay visible, but it's got this hydrating gel-like consistency and it absorbs really fast, leaving the skin around the eye area actually quite plump and hydrated. This is great year-round, but if the skin around your eyes gets really dry and crinkly in the wintertime, then you may need something over it. Also, after my recovery, after being so ill for so long, my face could not take any actives. So I kind of been easing back into a skincare routine, really simple, but I've been using this around my eyes and it's, so far it's been great. This formula is kind of a well-aging powerhouse. I mean, it's got all the heroes. It's got the vitamin A, it's got vitamin C, vitamin E, bakuchiol, 3 different peptides. There's also a complex of 5 roots as well as a complex of ferments. I mean, what more can we ask for? Because this is 0.04%, I would recommend a phasing period, or you can start off by just applying it over your regular eye cream. So what made me want to try their serum out, even though this is definitely way too gentle for my face, is because it uses black ginseng, which I used in my own essence. I don't know about this formula in particular, but I do know personally from my essence how much more it takes to get black ginseng versus just regular red ginseng. It's just so much more potent, just a well-rounded and super powerful ingredient that's great for well aging. I do think retinaldehyde and black ginseng do make for a great combination. This has kind of been perfect for me again because I am recovering and easing my way back into stronger actives again. I feel like I just undid so much work. This also has one of the most beautiful serum textures. I mean, when you apply it, it feels so hydrating and plumping on the skin. It's almost like a very light, refreshing gel, but it does absorb, it sinks in. It's slightly moisturizing. This also gives my skin really beautiful glow. I mean, this is kind of great for this time of year because it is slightly moisturizing, but it's really not heavy, but I love that it clearly brings my skin back to life. I mean, it kind of revives my complexion. When it's my essence, I know that that is the black ginseng working. So it's possibly that working here too, obviously along with all the other ingredients. Like the eye formula, this is just a well-aging powerhouse. For those with very sensitive skin, this has also gone through skin sensitivity testing as well. So I've already gushed about my new favorite rice toner from Haruharu Wonder, their Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. From the minute you apply it, you already feel the difference it makes. This doesn't just absorb and disappear, it just makes everything better. This is not just hydrating, keeps everything as well. It's got probiotics. I mean, I love this. I can keep gushing. Anyway, the point is, this made me want to revisit and explore all the new things that I've missed from Haruharu Wonder. What caught my eye was their new Centella Phyto and 5 Peptide Concentrate Cream. I've just been so into peptide moisturizers lately. This is definitely a new thing for me because usually you know how much I love my peptide serums, which I still love and will use with my peptide creams. But I think it's got to do with the fact that I've been using overnight masks, the ones that you apply over your moisturizer, and it just makes me want moisturizers that are a lot more substantial. This has actually been the perfect moisturizer for that because the consistency is so unique. I love how dense and creamy this is. This has that intense, dense texture, which reminds me of the cream portion of Dalba's Double Serum and Cream, which you know I absolutely love. So it's great for this time of year, but also this has this quality that makes it feel lighter in that while you are applying it, it actually absorbs and dries down super fast. So you're not going to get that glossy, greasy finish, which, you know, I'm known to not mind, but sometimes, especially during the daytime, it's just too much. This gives you a nice velvety finish, but also makes everything feel quite snatched. I mean, this will grip your skin underneath the mask, but also it is very, very intensely moisturizing. This really is all about the well aging. If you haven't noticed, that's kind of my theme. The peptides used are all about better wrinkle prevention, wrinkle care, and just keeping your skin youthful. So of course, there's copper tripeptides as well as argireline. It's all good. I appreciate that this is refillable. I mean, the only thing is, like, this is just 1 ounce, but believe you me, a little bit actually goes a long way. In fact, in my experience, you can actually use too much. The application is the best when you're just using a smaller amount, the right amount. So that's it, everyone. These are some new picks that you may want to explore for a new year. Wishing you again the best 2025 with, of course, the best skin health of your life. Bye.